el diputado por Gran Bretaña, CORBYN. Jeremy es una de las personas que de manera muy activa está impulsando en el Parlamento inglés la cuestión del Sahara.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And I'd like to first of all thank the people of Seville and the Council of Seville for assisting in organising this conference, and also to give my strong support and compliments to the President and the whole Polisario delegation. The whole world admires the work that they have done. And the whole world looks forward to the day when independence will come to the people of the Western Sahara. They have laboured as a colonial people for far too long. It's quite clear that in law the occupation of the Western Sahara is illegal. It's quite clear that the job of the United Nations is to ensure that a decolonisation process takes place, and it must take place without any further delay. But we have obstacles to overcome. The 1974 occupation by Morocco shows that they have attempted ever since then to prevent a proper referendum taking place. They have objected to the electoral rolls on every possible occasion, and that has obviously prevented a referendum taking place. We, as a group in the British Parliament and the Solidarity Network in Britain, demand that our government, as we demand of every government, ensures that the UN carries out the referendum as quickly as possible so that the people of the Western Sahara, the Sahrawi people, can decide their future and the refugees can go home to their own country. We should also recognise that Sahrawi people in the occupied territories have suffered the gravest human rights abuses over the past years, have suffered imprisonment, and have suffered many other indignities. The lives of many of the young Sahrawi people in the refugee camps have been blighted by their existence in those camps and the problems of administration in those camps. They've only been able to keep going because of their political steadfastness, because of the support of the Algerian people and Algerian governments, and because of the support of the solidarity networks throughout Europe and the rest of the world. It is a testament to people around the world who love freedom for themselves. They want that freedom also for the people of the Western Sahara and their right to their independence. I first raised the issue of the Western Sahara in the British Parliament just after I was first elected in 1984. I never thought that in the 21st century I would still be demanding of my governments more action to ensure justice for the Western Sahara. I'm sure everybody in this room from the Solidarity Network feels the same. So in the coming year, let's dedicate ourselves to a limited number of objectives so that we can look forward to a day when the Solidarity Conference doesn't have to be held in Spain or Italy or France or Britain or Belgium, but be held in the Western Sahara itself as a time of victory. I was a United Nations observer during the referendum on the future independence of East Timor. The referendum itself was well conducted and well carried out. The problem was the immediate aftermath, when insufficient security arrangements had been made and the militia killed many, many people in the few weeks after the referendum. The UN has an obligation to conduct a referendum, to conduct it fairly and freely, and to ensure the security of all the people within the territory during the process of that referendum. And so we have to ensure that the UN does carry out its work. But I conclude with this thought. This is the last colony to be part of a decolonisation process. In my lifetime, empires have disappeared, and I'm glad they've disappeared. I don't want to see them come back. But let's unite it together, make sure that this last act of self-determination of Sahrawi people takes place now and without any further delay, so that in future we see a peace, we see a future, we see a prosperity for those people. Solidaridad con el pueblo del Sahara Occidental.